Okay, we're continuing with the review for sections 7.1 through 7.6 in Algebra 2. And this installment will be problems 10 through 13. All right, number 10, what we have here is two square roots that have to first be combined. So you can see the exponents add if they share a base, and 3 times 15 is 45. Then you split it apart with perfect squares under the first square root. So 9 and 5 is how you break up the 45. The x to the 8 comes forward since its exponent divides by 2. And we'll bring 12 of the y's forward for the same reason with the extra y stuck in the back. Then all you have to do is simplify the front radical. So square root of 9 gives 3. Square root of x to the 8th gives x to the 4th. And square root of y to the 6th is the square root of y to the 12th. The little phrase up at the top here, assume the variables are positive. You don't have to worry about absolute value bars on any of those variables. Okay, on number 11, we notice that we have a radical on top and another one on the bottom. And we're going to just write this under one radical if we can figure out whether 54 divides by 6 nicely. And the second half will do just fine. We'll just subtract the exponents on it. So that's the case. So let me erase the cover sheet there. And you see that when I put it underneath one radical, you can simplify underneath there. And you get 9 when you take care of the 54 over 6. And x to the 11 over x to the third, subtract your exponents. Now this happens to be a perfect square from here, so just take the square root of both parts of it. All right, we're going to end this little one with two more problems here. And in these problems, you have the difficulty of not being able to simplify if you were to put it under one radical. For instance, 2 over 6. That's 1/3, and that's not what we want, okay? So what we're going to do here is a different approach. For a cube root, you multiply by the bottom radical twice. In other words, you want the original cube root of 6 times another 2 cube roots of 6. And what that's going to do for you is give you a perfect cube on the bottom, in this case, 216. The top breaks up. 8 and 9 with 3 of the x's being forward. And then what you're going to do here is simplify the front. And once you get the 2x out front, cancel the 2 and the 6 to get the 3 underneath. Okay, similar approach on number 13. Except with the square root, you only multiply it once by the bottom. So whatever radical's on the bottom, repeat it. That'll give you square root of 15x on top and a perfect square on the bottom. Simplify the bottom, and you'll be done with that problem. All right, so that does it for problems 10, 11, 12, and 13 on the review.